By the end of this video, you're going to have a clear plan going into 2025 to maximize your progress and gains in any endeavor you want to indulge in. My name is Stefan Latish. I was born in Romania in 2006 and I moved here to Canada in 2010. Let's get to it. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a clear plan in order to make as much progress as you can. Throughout this year, I've made a lot of progress. I've learned a lot. I learned a lot more than I thought I would, honestly. To reflect this, last night, I journaled a little bit. I journaled my thoughts. I journaled on big events throughout this year. What happened? What did I learn? What can I do better if I were to come across that event again? That's what I want you to do right now. Reflect on this year. Reflect on big things. Don't just do it inside your mind. Don't be a pussy. Just do it in a journal. It'll organize your thoughts much better. A lot of people will say, oh no, I've heard this argument before. A lot of people will say, oh no, journaling doesn't do anything. This doesn't help me. X doesn't help me. Just fucking do it. It fucking does help you. It keeps your mind organized. It lets you write down your thoughts in an organized way where you don't have to keep it inside you at all times. That way, you can just get it all out. So that's what I want you to do. Pick a couple major events that happened in your life in 2024 and just reflect on them. What happened? What can I do better? What will I do if that happens again? How can I approach it at a different angle? Will that different angle help? What worked? What didn't? That's what I want you to do. I did this with two big events: relationships and fitness. So I had 2 relationships this year. I'm not going to go into them, but I can reflect on them very well. I can reflect, I can say, oh, what didn't work in this? What worked? What can I do better? What can I do again? And when with fitness, I can say like, oh yeah, a couple of times I was inconsistent, but the times that I was consistent, I made a lot of progress. So maybe I should be more consistent in the new year. I should be more consistent throughout 2025. Okay, how can I be more consistent? This, that, good. That's what you have to do. Just reflect on this past year. Don't be a bitch. Write down how you can reflect it. Don't just think about it. Thinking about it doesn't do anything. You have to write it down. Next, what I want you to do is set clear goals. What do you want out of this year of self-improvement? What do you want by the end of 2025? For me, more subscribers on YouTube, better physique. That's basically all it is. On my wall, I have a subscriber count for what I want by the end of the year. That's my big goal. How do I want to look like? I have a picture of like someone that I want to look like by the end of this year. I want you to make it a smart goal. I have it right here. SMART goals means specific. Is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it achievable? Is it relevant? And is it time bound? So specific, who do I want to look like? I want to look like this person by the end of the year. Yes, it is specific. Is it measurable? Yes, I can just check in the mirror to see, like, am I growing or not? Am I getting leaner or not? Am I getting bigger or not? So it is measurable. Is it achievable? Do I think that I can become this person by the end of the year? Don't be unrealistic. I think that I can. Okay? Good, it is achievable. Is it relevant? Does it actually matter to me? Does it matter to the people around me? Does it matter in general? I think it does. It just gets me more respect from people around me. So I think it is pretty relevant. And is it time bound? Meaning, like, by the end of the 2025, I want to have this, but I think that I can achieve it by the mid 2025. However, like, that's not being time bound. Being time bound means like I will achieve this by the end of 2025. Next, what I want you to do is create a daily system, meaning create a schedule. If you haven't already, go into your school calendar or whatever it is and put it into your actual like Google Calendar, phone calendar, whatever it is. Just put it in there. This makes you a lot more organized. The more organized you are, the more disciplined you can be. The more disciplined you can be, the more progress you can make. So I want you to do that right now. Next, what I want you to do is create a habit tracker. Set one, like what I have right here. Right there. For this habit tracker, I have all of the days checked out, all of the habits checked out. So what I want you to do is get at least like around 5 habits that you haven't been as consistent in or that you want to get more consistent in. For me, right here, it was meditation, record, workout, read, and go outside. Going outside and meditation was like mental health stuff. Working out, reading was like, I guess self-improvement shit. And then recording was obviously for YouTube. And then as you can see here, this kept me much more accountable. That's what it's gonna do. That's what it's gonna do for you. So I want you to use these three: read, work out, and meditate. These three should be like a little baseline, and then you can make like 2 or 3 more that you haven't been as consistent in, that are more personalized to you. Just get those, make a habit tracker, put down all the days until like the end of the month, and or like 30-day periods, and then make them columns like how I did right there. How I did it right here. You see how it is? It went all the way from, what is this, the 17th to like the 31st or some shit like that. Yeah, 30th. And just make columns like that. Put this on your wall where you're gonna see it a lot more often than usual. For me, it would be like behind my desk, or like right here. I have it right beside my desk where I look often. And that way, it keeps me accountable. And a good tip that I can tell you is don't check it off if you haven't done it. So let's say on like day, I don't know, 4, you forgot to meditate. Don't check it off. It's not gonna do anybody anything good. It's just gonna make you feel like shit because you know that you just cheated yourself of something. You're gonna tell yourself, oh yeah, I did it, but in reality you didn't do it. You're just looking for the fake approval of the people that walk into your room. No, you're the only person that knows that you didn't do it. That's not gonna make you feel good. This habit tracker, it's supposed to keep you accountable. If you see that you missed one day, that's supposed to make you feel like shit, because then the next day, when you feel like skipping that one thing, that one habit, you're not going to do it because you're going to remember you felt like shit when you skipped it. Step number 4 is upgrade your environment. What I mean by this is twofold. So look around you right now at your desk in your room and just judge it. Is it clean? When I look at it, is it cluttered? Does it make my mind like jitter? If so, then clean it. An unorganized workspace is an undisciplined mind. Undisciplined mind means way less progress. You don't want that. We want to maximize our progress. So what I do is I want to keep my desk and my room as minimal as possible. So on my desk, I just have my mouse, my keyboard, my 2 monitors, my computer, and water bottle. That's basically all I have on my desk. Keep it as minimal as possible. That way, when I maybe I'm working on some shit on my monitor, I don't have random shit in like my peripheral vision that's like messy. And that way I'll be as focused as I possibly can be on my monitor. And that way I'm maximizing my progress. Same goes with your room, same goes with your closet. You want to maximize this as much as possible. And then next, you have to change the people around you. If the people around you aren't on the same wavelength as you, aren't making the same amount of progress as you, maybe they're pulling you down to the pits of hell or some shit like that, you might want to change them. Maybe they aren't the right fit for you, because that way they're just gonna be pulling you down throughout the rest of 2025. We don't want that. We want 2025 to be the year of self-improvement. Step number 5 is make this the year of self-improvement. Make 2025 the year of self-improvement. How do you do this? Make self-improvement your focus. Let me say that again. Make self-improvement your focus. How do you do that? You have to go all in on all of the good habits inside of your life, like reading, working out, meditating, all these mental health and physical health things. Well, they'll make you so much more happy. You just have to focus on the mental and physical health aspects of your life. So you gotta work out. You gotta maybe do depression test, trying to make yourself happier, trying to make more progress, meditate, read, find out how to actually make yourself happier from reading books. Maybe you find happiness in reading books. Progress creates happiness. Let me tell you that. About 2 years ago, I did an NHS test to see how depressed I was. I was 10 out of 20. I was half depressed or some shit like that. I did the test again after locking in for 3 or 4 weeks. It went down to 2. 2, bro. That's insane. That's what happens if you just lock in for the first couple of weeks of 2025. If you do this, if you just follow a routine that goes around or focuses on mental and physical health, then you'll be much happier. I talk about this a lot in my Student Gains YouTube series on YouTube, where basically I just talk about how to maximize your gains and mental health while as a student. This mainly applies for high school students and university students because they're the most time constrained people right now. And so I talk about how to maximize your gains. When should you work out? How can you work out to take the least amount of time possible? When should you do it? All of that shit. So if you didn't already, go check out those YouTube videos. as I do go more in depth in them. And now the last thing that I can tell you is just to take action. Take action on everything that you've ever wanted to. Take action on your goals. Take action on your like big business plans. Take action on working out, on anything. Goals mean nothing without progress. That's where I'm going to leave it at today. Please do subscribe, as it really does mean a lot. And maybe leave a comment and leave a like, as I really do appreciate it, as I am trying to build this channel of like-minded individuals where it's just like, this is more one-on-one raw reality talks. So if you do enjoy that type of content, please do subscribe. Thank you, and I'll see you in 2025.